Hello everyone, I'm Paul McGuire Grimes. The success of The Mandalorian has led to more Star Wars television series hoping to expand on George Lucas's empire. The latest series, The Acolyte, is another win for them, much like Ahsoka and Andor. The first two episodes will premiere on Disney Plus on June 4th, and I want to talk about the series. This is Paul's trip to the movies. The Acolyte opens with a new take on the legendary scroll that sets the scene. The story is set 100 years before the birth of the Empire. It's a time of peace in the galaxy. There are a few powerful individuals, though, that know the way of the Force. Now there's one lone assassin who seeks revenge. The opening scene features Carrie-Anne as Jedi Master Indara, who was killed by a former young Jedi that's been identified as Osha. She's played by Amandla Stenberg. Osha's whereabouts are mysterious as she jumps from ship to ship, but she's quickly found but claims her innocence. Her former Jedi trainer Master Soul, who's played by Jung-Jae, doesn't believe that she would be capable of something like this. Master Soul quickly learns the truth of who's really behind the killing and that he's one of the 4 targeted Jedi Masters. The series also welcomes Jodie Turner-Smith, Daphne Keane, Dean Charles Chapman, and Charlie Burnett to the Star Wars universe. The Acolyte will be 8 episodes from creator Leslie Headland, who also wrote and directed multiple episodes. She's the creator of Russian Doll on Netflix. Now, I've seen the first 4 episodes, and I'm happy to report that Leslie Headland has created one of the best Star Wars series to date, really making this a character-driven revenge story over one relying on just copious action scenes, lightsaber battles, or legacy characters to really drive the series. I think setting it 100 years before the Empire really allows this Jedi story to stand on its own, and for Headland to create new rules and characters to play with while still feeling like familiar Star Wars territory. She set the stage for the first 2 episodes, really detailing the assassin's plot, while the 3rd episode is one big flashback to the assassin as a young girl raised in a coven of witches. The motivation then becomes clear with the connection that's then made to these 4 Jedi Masters. By the end of episode 4, you'll be left with a cliffhanger, thinking there may be a larger plan in place with this assassin. I was struck early on by how strong this new cast is with Carrie-Anne, who just feels right at home in the Star Wars universe as a Jedi Master. The martial arts-inspired action scenes give a kind of nice callback to her Matrix days. Jung-Jae won an Emmy for his work in Netflix's Squid Game, and it's another strong casting choice. He makes for the ideal Jedi Master in the stillness and the wisdom that he brings to Master Soul. And there's also this kind of underlying tone and feeling that Master Soul feels partly responsible for what is happening. Amandla Stenberg successfully navigates 2 roles in The Acolyte, making each one stand out in their motivation and appearance. Now, on the outset, The Acolyte is a revenge story, but underneath all that, it's one of sisterhood and family, and what happens when a family member is no longer who we think that they are or want them to be. There's a very universal understanding there that really fits within that Star Wars duality of good and evil. Leslie Headland has a really strong first half of the series, and I really hope that the momentum that's in place really carries on through the finale. I'm giving The Acolyte 4 out of 5 ticket stubs. If you like my review today, click subscribe on my YouTube channel. I have some other Star Wars reviews. Find them there or on my website, Paul's Trip to Movies, and go find those legacy reviews. I'd love for you to see them. And follow me on social media, at Paul's Movie Trip. Are you a fan of the Star Wars Disney Plus series? What have been some of your favorites? Are you a Mandalorian fan? Did you like Obi-Wan Kenobi? Or maybe you're more of an Andor and Ahsoka fan? Leave me a comment on social media. I'd love to hear from you. And then go to my website, paulstriptothemovies.com, for even more Star Wars information. Thank you so much for watching my review of The Acolyte. This is Paul's Trip to the Movies.